Hello everyone, I am Dr. Sindhu. When someone asks an MSW student, what are your career options after graduation? What is the usual answer? NGOs, hospitals, government jobs, industries, and that's where the conversation ends. But what if I told you there are career opportunities after MSW that many students never hear about during the entire course? Some of these careers allow you to work with multinational companies. Some can take you to international organizations. Some let you work with disaster management teams. The surprising part, many MSW students graduate without even knowing these careers exist. So today, I am going to introduce you to hidden career opportunities after MSW. But I'm not just going to give you a list. For every career, we will answer 6 important questions. Who is this career suitable for? What exactly will you do? Where can you work? How do you enter this field? What extra skills should you learn? And finally, would I recommend this career to my students? So stay till the end. You might discover a career that matches your personality better than the one you have been planning all along. Let's begin. Welcome to Learn with Dr. Sindhu. When I say research, what comes to your mind? Maybe you think, ma'am, research is only for people doing a PhD, or I don't like statistics. Actually, that is one of the biggest misconceptions. Research organizations today are looking for people who understand communities, can collect quality data, analyze social issues, and help organizations make better decisions. And that's exactly where MSW graduates have an advantage. Then, who is this career for? Before I explain further, ask yourself these questions. Do you enjoy finding answers to social problems? Do you like reading reports? Or are you curious about why a program succeeds in one village but fails in another? Do you enjoy interviewing people and understanding their experiences? If your answer is yes, you may enjoy research much more than direct fieldwork. This career is especially suitable for students who are patient, analytical, and enjoy learning continuously. So, what exactly does a research associate do? Let's imagine a government launches a nutrition program for children. After 1 year, someone has to find out is the program really helping children? What challenges are people facing? Is the money being used properly? Should the program continue? That's where researchers come in. Your work may include conducting interviews, designing questionnaires, collecting field data, analyzing information, writing reports, preparing presentations, reviewing literature, and helping organizations improve their programs. Sometimes you will travel for field studies. Other times you will spend your day analyzing findings and writing reports. Every research project is different. Now, question is, where can you work? Many students don't know how many organizations actually recruit MSW graduates for research. You can work with organizations such as Indian Council of Social Science Research, Tata Institute of Social Sciences Research Projects, National Institute of Public Corporation and Child Development, then Population Council India Center for Policy Research, Public Health Foundation of India, Indian Institute for Human Settlements, then state and central government funded research projects, universities, medical colleges, and many NGOs that conduct social research. Many international organizations also recruit research professionals. So, how do you enter this career? Look for positions such as research assistant, research associate, project associate, field investigator, monitoring and evaluation officer, documentation officer, program associate. These vacancies are commonly advertised on university website, research institute portals, LinkedIn, NGO career pages, and project recruitment notifications. Then what extra skills should you learn? Now, Here is something that will make employers notice your resume. Along with your MSW degree, develop these skills: research methodology, advanced report writing, Microsoft Excel, SPSS or basic data analysis software, qualitative data analysis, literature review, presentation skills, AI tools for research assistants. The stronger your research skills, the more opportunities you will have. As a fresher, you may start as a research assistant or project associate. With experience, you can become research officer, project manager, monitoring and evaluation specialist, senior research consultant, or even lead national and international research projects. Many professionals also move into policy research and consultancy. Then my advice, choose this career if you enjoy asking questions, finding evidence, writing reports and influencing policies through research. If you dislike documentation and report writing, this career may feel challenging. Remember, good research creates better policies and better policies improve millions of lives. Careers available through international NGOs. And surprisingly, many MSW students never explore them. Let's understand this. If you enjoy working with diverse communities, learning about different cultures, traveling, working on large development projects, and making an impact beyond your local area, this career could be perfect for you. You should also enjoy teamwork because international projects involve professionals from different backgrounds. Your responsibilities may include planning development projects, working with local NGOs, training community volunteers, monitoring program, implementation, writing donor reports, conducting field visits, organizing awareness programs, evaluating project outcomes, and coordinating with government departments. Some well-known international NGOs include Save the Children, World Vision, Care India, Plan International, Action Aid, Oxfam's SOS Children Villages, etc. These organizations work in areas such as child protection, education, livelihood, health, gender equality, disaster response, climate resilience, and community development. So, how do you enter an international NGO? First, don't think that these organizations recruit only people with 10 or 15 years of experience. Many of them also hire fresh graduates and early career professionals for project roles. Look for job titles such as Program Associate, Project Officer, Community Development Officer, Child Protection Officer, Livelihood Officer, Gender Officer, Monitoring and Evaluation Associate. Then, where should you search? Start with the official career pages of these organizations. You can also use LinkedIn and reputed NGO job portals. Many universities also share fellowships and project opportunities. One important tip from me, during your MSW, choose fieldwork in organizations working on child rights, women empowerment, health education, or livelihood. That practical experience makes your application much stronger. If you dream of to work in an international NGO, don't stop with your MSW degree. Learn these skills: excellent English communication, proposal writing, project management, monitoring and evaluation, Microsoft Excel and PowerPoint, report writing, basic budgeting, understanding of sustainable development goals. And if you know an additional language, that is an added advantage. Then, salaries vary depending on the organization and project. Fresh graduates may begin with project-based positions, but with experience, you can become a program manager, a country coordinator, regional advisor, technical specialist, international consultant. Many professionals also get opportunities to work in different countries. But remember, this career demands flexibility, communication skills, and a willingness to adapt. Far we have spoken about organizations working internationally. So now let's take one step further. What if your dream organization is UNICEF or WHO or UNDP? Can an MSW graduate really work there? The answer is yes. Let's understand how. Whenever I ask students, what is your dream organization? Many immediately say, ma'am, UNICEF, some say WHO, some say UNDP. But the next sentence is usually, I don't know how to reach them. Let's simplify it today. This career is suitable for students who think beyond individual casework. If you enjoy solving social problems at a larger level, creating policies, working with governments, managing development programs, this path may inspire you. You should enjoy continuous learning because international organizations look for professionals who can combine knowledge with practical experience. Depending on your role, you may coordinate health projects, support child protection programs, design livelihood initiatives, work with governments, monitor development indicators, prepare international reports, conduct field visits, or evaluate larger social programs. Your work directly contributes to improving people's lives. Where can you work? You may already know some of these organizations: UNICEF, UNDP, WHO, UN Women, World Food Program, International Labour Organization. Apart from the UN, many international development agencies recruit professionals with similar skills. How do you enter this field? Now, here is the reality. Very few people get a UN job immediately after MSW. Most professionals first build experience through NGOs, research projects, government programs, or fellowships. Then they apply for UN vacancies. Some excellent entry routes include internships, young professional programs, consultancies, national project positions, technical associates roles. Never think that your first job must be directly in the UN. Think of it as a journey. Besides your MSW, develop advanced English writing project skills, research skills, proposal development, monitoring and evaluation, data analysis, international development concepts, knowledge of SDGs, digital presentation skills. These skills make your profile globally competitive. Then, international organizations generally offer competitive salaries along with opportunities to work across countries. Growth depends on your experience, expertise, and project portfolio. Many professionals build careers spending multiple countries over several decades. My advice: don't make UNICEF your first goal, make it your long term destination. Every NGO projects, every field visit, field work, every report you write, every skill you learn take you one step closer. Let's move to a career that becomes important whenever disasters strike. Floods, earthquakes, cyclones, pandemics. Who works with affected communities after the media leaves? Social workers. Let's understand this fascinating career. I want you to think back for a moment. Whenever a major flood or earthquake happens, we usually see rescue teams on television. But once the rescue is over, the real work begins. Families lost their children, need the emotional support, communities need rehabilitation, livelihood must be rebuilt. This is where professional social workers plays a critical role. Now, who is this career for? If you remain calm during difficult situations, if you enjoy helping people during crisis, if you are physically and emotionally resilient, and if you don't mind traveling to affected areas, this career may be perfect for you. Next, what will you actually do? Your work may include need assessments, relief distribution, counseling, disaster survivors, community rehabilitation, child protection, livelihood restoration, volunteer coordination, working with government agencies, preparing disaster reports. Every project is different because every disaster is different. So, where can you work? You can work with organizations such as Indian Red Cross Society, National Disaster Management Authority, State Disaster Management Authorities, UN agencies, Save the Children, World Vision, Care India, Seeds India, many humanitarian NGOs. So, how do you enter this exciting field? Many students think they need a special disaster management degree. While that can be helpful, it is not always necessary. Your MSW degree itself is valuable because disaster response is not just about rescue, it is about people. Look for positions such as project officer, relief coordinator, community mobilizer, rehabilitation officer, disaster response officer, program associate. Keep checking NGO websites, UN agency career pages, state disaster management authorities, and organizations working in humanitarian relief. One practical tip from me: if your college offers opportunities to volunteer during disaster relief activities, participate. Real field experience makes a huge difference. So, what extra skills should you learn? To build a strong profile, develop these additional skills. First, disaster risk reduction, psychological first aid, community based disaster management, emergency project management, then team coordination, crisis communication. The more prepared you are before a disaster occurs, the more valuable you become during emergencies. Many humanitarian organizations recruit professionals on project based appointments initially. With experience, you can become a disaster program manager, emergency response coordinator, humanitarian consultant, regional emergency advisor, or work on international disaster response missions. If your heart tells you, I want to stand with people during the most difficult moments, then this career can be deeply meaningful. But remember, this is emotionally demanding work. Compassion and resilience are equally important. When most people think about schools, they think about teachers. But today's schools need much more than teaching. Students face bullying, mental health concerns, family conflicts, behavioral issues, learning difficulties, attendance problems. So, who supports them? School social workers. If you enjoy working with children and adolescents, building relationship with families, supporting students emotionally, and creating positive school environments, this career is worth exploring. What will you actually do in school? A school social worker may support students facing emotional challenges, work with parents, coordinate with teachers, conduct awareness programs, promote inclusion, prevent school dropouts, address behavioral concerns, and connect families with community resources. Every day is different because every child is different. Where can you work? You may find opportunities in international schools, inclusive education programs, special schools, NGO run education projects, child welfare organizations, government education initiatives, and educational support programs. So, how do you enter this field? Look for positions such as school social worker, student counselor, student support officer, child protection officer, inclusive education coordinator. Fieldwork in schools during your MSW will strengthen your profile. The additional skills needed for child this one: child psychology, family counseling, behavioral management, child protection, inclusive education, communication with parents. These will help you work confidently in educational settings. So the career growth will be with experience. Professionals can become senior school social worker, student wellness coordinator, child protection specialist, education program manager, or consultant for school well-being program. If you believe one conversation can change a child's future, this career will give you that opportunity every single day. Today we have explored 5 hidden career opportunities. After MSW, let's quickly recap. Research organizations, international NGOs, United Nations and international development agencies, disaster management and humanitarian relief, school social work. Which one matches your personality? Remember, there is no single best career after MSW. The best career is the one where your passion, your strength, and your skills come together. Don't choose a career simply because everyone else is choosing it. Choose the one where you will wake up every morning feeling excited to make a difference. As your teacher, that is the advice I want to leave you with. Now, I would love to hear from you. Out of these 5 careers, which one interested you the most? Comment below with just the number or the career name. I am really curious to know your choice. And if this video helped you discover even one new career option, please support the channel by clicking the like button. Subscribe to Learn with Dr. Sindhu.